Grandfather Whiskerton, The Secret of Wealth. In the heart of Cat City, where cobbled streets gleamed under the warm glow of lanterns and colorful townhouses stood tall like majestic castles, there was a grand mansion atop a hill. It was called the Sapphire Manor, for its windows reflected the sky like precious jewels. Inside, in the largest salon, by the crackling fireplace, sat Lord Atikus Whiskerton, a dignified, silver-furred cat dressed in a luxurious navy blue robe, with a golden pocket watch tucked into his waistcoat. At his feet, a small, fluffy kitten with caramel-colored fur and large, golden eyes scurried restlessly. This was his grandson, Leo Whiskerton, a lively 6-year-old feline aristocrat who had yet to master the art of sitting still for more than a minute.
Grandpa, Grandpa!
Leo called, bouncing onto the armchair beside him.
Tell me a story. But not just any story. A real one, about how you became the richest cat in the whole city.
Lord Whiskerton smiled as he gently patted his grandson's head.
Oh, Leo, this is no fairy tale. It's a story written by life itself,
he said, drawing out the words, as if to stir even greater curiosity in his grandson. Leo sat up straight, his eyes wide with anticipation.
Then tell me.
Lord Whiskerton gazed at the flickering flames in the fireplace and began his tale.
A long time ago, when I was just a young, penniless cat, I had only a single coin.
Leo scrunched his nose.
1 coin? What could you do with that? You can't even buy a bowl of milk.
Grandfather Atikus chuckled mysteriously.
You see, Leo, most cats would have spent it and never thought about it again. But I decided to make something more out of it.
Leo held his breath.
How?
Back then, I wandered through the Cat Harbor, a bustling place full of ships, merchants, and scents that made your whiskers tingle. That's when I stumbled upon Mr. Maurice, an old spice trader. Among the chaos stood Maurice, an elegant black cat in a long coat and a wide-brimmed hat. Young cat, Maurice said, squinting through his monocle, 1 coin can turn into a fortune if you have wit and patience.
Leo tilted his head.
And what did you do?
Maurice sold me a small pouch of cinnamon for that 1 coin. Instead of keeping it, I divided it into tiny portions and sold them at the market. Then, with the money I earned, I bought more cinnamon and, eventually, an entire crate.
Leo's eyes widened.
What happened next?
Step by step, instead of searching for treasure in the ground, I created my own wealth. I opened the first spice shop, then a tea house, and later, the first cat bank in the city.
Leo nearly tumbled off his chair.
A bank?
Yes, because wealth isn't just about money. It's about understanding how it works.
Lord Whiskerton locked eyes with his grandson.
You see, Leo, cats who look for easy shortcuts never become rich. But those who learn how to make the most of even the smallest things build empires.
Leo sat quietly for a moment, deep in thought.
Does that mean I can become rich too?
Grandfather Atikus smiled.
You already have the first step, curiosity. Now, you need to find your coin.
Leo's eyes darted around the room until he spotted a shiny gold coin lying on the table. His eyes sparkled.
I found one.
Atikus Whiskerton chuckled warmly and nodded.
Then it's time for you to begin your adventure, Leo. Wealth is not a gift from fate. It is the result of wisdom, patience, and resourcefulness. If you can recognize the value of a single coin, you can learn how to build a fortune.
The next day, Leo woke up early, his coin tucked safely in a velvet pouch tied around his neck. He had an idea, a big one, and he couldn't wait to tell his friends. At school, during lunch break under the old chestnut tree, Leo met his best friend, Tilly Tipsy Barkley, Max Maine Coon, and Ollie Orange Paw.
I have a plan.
Leo whispered excitedly, spreading out a piece of paper.
What if we make bookmarks from dried leaves and paint them with paw-made designs? We could sell them at the school fair next week.
Tipsy blinked.
Bookmarks?
Max tilted his head.
Who even uses books anymore?
My dad reads on a tablet.
Ollie laughed.
And who would want leaves?
Leo's ears drooped just a little.
But it's not just leaves, it's art. Unique and handmade.
Sounds like a lot of work for just one coin.
Tilly muttered, already chasing a butterfly. By the time the bell rang, Leo sat alone under the tree, his drawing forgotten in the grass. That evening, Grandfather Whiskers noticed Leo's usual balance was missing.
What troubles you, young explorer?
Leo dropped his satchel with a thud.
I had an idea. A really good one. But no one believed in it. They just walked away.
Grandfather Whiskers looked at him with warm, wise eyes.
Ah, then today you learned one of the hardest lessons of all. Most cats won't see your vision until it's real. Let me tell you something, Leo. When I wanted to open the first tea house in Cat City, everyone laughed. Tea is for naps, they said. No one will pay for that. But I brewed it anyway. I built it anyway. And soon they were all lining up for a cup.
Leo's eyes widened.
So, what do I do now?
Lord Whiskerton smiled.
You act anyway. You keep going. You build it first, and then let the world see it.
Even if no one joins me?
Especially if no one joins you. Sometimes the path to greatness is a quiet one at first.
That night, Leo dried leaves, painted them with paw prints and tiny gold stars, and tied them with string. Alone, happily. And at the school fair the next week, they sold out before lunch.
Not everyone will understand your dreams, and that's okay. The most important belief is your own. Build, create, and grow, even when others doubt you. Because once you show the world what you can do, they won't be able to look away.